Pandas is a library written in Python. It helps in analyzing the data, that is data analysis. That's what it is used for, okay? If you're thinking about data science as a career, then it is crucial that you know how to work with Pandas. Talking about how Pandas is designed to work, it relies on many other libraries in Python. For example, it relies heavily on NumPy, another Python library. NumPy is a short form for numerical Python. It has been designed to perform heavy numerical tasks. The scientists, researchers, and mathematicians use NumPy a lot as they need to do very complex numerical calculations in their job. And NumPy is designed and developed for them. Since NumPy does numerical calculations quickly and easily, Pandas makes use of NumPy for performing its own data analysis work. So Pandas relies very much on the NumPy library. Not only NumPy, Pandas uses many other libraries too. For example, it uses matplotlib, another library that's used to plot data as curves, plots, and graphs, etc. We'll explore this Pandas library in detail. Don't worry about that. We'll start from scratch and discuss what all types of data crunching Pandas can perform. So the bottom line is, the Pandas library does not work all by itself. It has been developed using the features of many other Python libraries. All these features combined together make Pandas an excellent data analysis tool. The word Pandas is taken from the initial letters of the term panel data set. So the first few letters of the term panel data set, they're combined together to create the word Pandas, hence this name. I'm very much excited and wish to see you working efficiently with Pandas. So let's get started. Before we start Pandas, we need to have Python in our system. Now, there are many ways you can get both of these softwares, Python as well as Pandas. The first option is you visit the website anaconda.com and then install Anaconda from there. Anaconda is a packaged distribution that gives you Python, Pandas, NumPy, and lots of other Python libraries to work with. In fact, there are more than 500 different libraries that come as a bundle of Anaconda. And because of this, the Anaconda software is huge in size. But the advantage is, if you get Anaconda, you get most of the packages and libraries to work with, including the libraries that you may never need at all. So if you have enough disk space in your machine and memory of your computer is not an issue, go for it. The second option is for others who do not wish to have the full Anaconda distribution. They can install Miniconda, which is a minimized version of Anaconda. It takes lesser disk space to download, but it does not come with all the features, all the libraries and packages that Anaconda ships with. For example, you will have to install Pandas separately in your machine if you install Miniconda. The third option is run your Python and Pandas code in a cloud-hosted environment like Google Colab. Google Colab is provided by Google, where you can run your Python code without consuming resources of your own system like the memory and the disk space. While running Google Colab, memory and disk space are allotted on the internet on the fly, so you can run your Python code there, and this way avoid using memory and disk space in the machine. Only trade-off is that a cloud-hosted environment like Google Colab works on the internet. You need to remain logged into your Google account and then open Google Colab there. Now, no matter whether you install Anaconda or Miniconda or you work on a Google Colab environment, you will end up working with a tool called Jupyter Notebook. This is a very simple code editor. We'll write our Python and Pandas code in it and practice. It's a very nice tool used by most of the data professionals across the globe. It has a very good user interface where you can write your code, see the result within the notebook. You can also write normal text, notes for your reference. You can also share the notebooks you create with your colleagues. So if you get Anaconda in your machine, you get Jupyter Notebook with it. If you install Anaconda, then you will have to install Jupyter Notebook separately. And if you're working on the cloud, you do not need to install anything. Just like you do not need to install Python and Pandas if you work on the cloud. But I personally recommend you get Anaconda in your machine. Either Anaconda full version or Anaconda, so that you get a local copy of Python, Pandas and NumPy to work and practice in your machine. Throughout the course, I will write code in Google Colab environment. You can practice on your own Google Colab account or in your local machine if you have Anaconda there. I have attached a video lecture in the resources section of this lecture that tells you how to install Anaconda and how to work with Jupyter Notebook. Just go through this video, and once you know how to work with Jupyter Notebook, proceed to the next section where we'll start working with Pandas. See you there.